This is the Out of Bounds Prize Wheel.
You know the rules.
Presented by Tito's Vodka. Enjoy a Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary this weekend. And now.
Oh, here we go. All right, we're looking for winners. We're about to spin the prize wheel, but you have to go to YouTube. Search Out of Bounds Sports. YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. Or go to Facebook. Search the Out of Bounds Show. Got some cool prizes. Prize wheel brought to you by Tito's Vodka. 25th anniversary for Tito's Vodka out of Austin, Texas. Please drink responsibly. You can enjoy a Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary on game day. Watching Kirk Herbstreit, Lee Corso, and Pat McAfee, among others. Broadcast from Jackson, Mississippi. We're live in the Bank Plus studio, ESPN 1059 The Zone. I'm your host, Bo Bounds. I want to thank you for going to Apple Podcast and searching Out of Bounds with Bo Bounds, going back and listening to segments, interviews, and all kinds of crazy nonsense that we do. We are going to be live from Fertile Ground Brewery from 10 a.m. to noon tomorrow. 10 a.m. to noon tomorrow. Fertile Ground Brewery. We'll be live from there in Belhaven, right by Veterans Memorial Stadium. And Ashley Robinson, Athletic Director at Jackson State, will join us live at 8 a.m., and I'm excited about that. And we're also efforting none other than Rob J. Rob J., Mr. Jackson State. You know, they didn't ever think that they would host game day. And they've got it. They're undefeated. And Jackson State will host Southern on Saturday at 1 o'clock. But game day will be 8 to 11 from there.
And if you want your first taste of college game day, you can meet the game day bus and the crew. They will arrive at Jackson State officially tonight at 5 o'clock Central at the Gibbs Green Memorial Plaza on Jackson State's campus. So you can meet the college game day bus as they get set up right there. And that starts tonight at 5 p.m. So the party officially starts today at 5.
Today at 5. And so Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, Hall of Fame cornerback who played at Florida State and then went on to play both NFL and MLB, and eventually ended up with the 49ers and won a Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl with the Cowboys. And I don't know if he was the first, but for me, the first time you really heard lockdown corner, take one side of the field out, that was Deion. And what's so crazy, I'm old enough to remember this, Blake's not, is in the 80s, we didn't really have offensive stars. Or players on the offensive side of the football that were stars in the 80s. Really the two biggest stars in college football in the 80s. And this is wild. Shows you how the game has changed. Is Brian Bosworth at Oklahoma and Deion Sanders at Florida State. They both created brands long before we talked about everybody trying to create a brand on TikTok or YouTube or wherever. And Oklahoma was must-see TV, and Boz and his haircut, and they were the bad boys. And then, you know, Deion Sanders embraced it all at Tallahassee in the 80s and was a camera magnet. Now, granted, we didn't get a lot, but when we did, if you got Florida State on a national game or Oklahoma in a national game, man, it was Bosworth and Sanders. Now, yes, earlier in the 80s, I want to say they were stars, but different. They didn't have the personality. Herschel Walker and Bo Jackson were big. And, yeah.
Big names, but not big personalities.
No,
right? That's kind of the difference.
Bosworth
Yeah.
and Deion were the biggest names of the 80s.
They sold themselves. That was the thing. They sold themselves.
The Miami Hurricanes players. But even they did it collectively as a team because Michael Irvin wouldn't really get loud and boisterous and everybody would know who he is through, I guess, Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann's Sports Center years later, Blake. But I really can't think of like a big – I mean, Elway and Marino, but one played for Stanford, who wasn't any good, and one played at Pitt.
Yep.
It just didn't. It wasn't as much sizzle back then. It was Brian Bosworth and Dion.
Yeah.
Now Dion will be the star of the show this weekend. And you talk about star power. The fact that they added Pat McAfee and they're doing game day with Deion Sanders.
Yep.
Those guys are huge. They're magnetic. They love the camera. Big personalities. Of course, Herb Street is too. But I don't know if McAfee's trumped Herb Street by now. Damn near. But Coach Prime will be right in his element.
Yeah.
Today and tomorrow and Saturday visiting with all these guys.
Absolutely.
And evidently he had a bunch of celebrities on the sideline
I think he always does.
last weekend.
Yeah.
If anybody knows who was on the sideline for the Jackson State game, let me know. Last weekend. And who you think may be this weekend. Hit us up on the agup.com John Deere Tractor text line, 601-885-3776. Yeah, that's a good word. They were flamboyant. Brian Bosworth and Deion, and I love it. For me as a kid, when I got to see Oklahoma, I was locked in and of course Switzer was kind of a renegade coach, and with Deion, you had kind of Bobby Bowden, Mr. Syrupy, Southern, religious, and all that, and then you had Deion that was wearing all the gold necklaces, always had on shades, and always talking 100 miles per hour. He'll be perfect the next 3 days. Jackson State's going to receive millions and millions of dollars worth of exposure, Blake, because of this.
Yeah, at minimum. And they already have. I mean, Deion's impact on Jackson State is already well, I guess, what do you want to call it, like chronicled, right?
Yeah.
You can see that already.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that this is happening at the same time. The same way that Jackson State fans, and I think they recognize this more than the other group that I'm going to get into real quick, Jackson State fans recognize this is such a small window. Enjoy every second of Deion Sanders being on campus because odds are he's not there much longer. If you get another season, that'd be great. I'd enjoy the next 4 weeks and assume it's not going to last much longer after that. Ole Miss is in the same boat. Enjoy the ride while it lasts. You don't know when it's going to end. There's probably more runway with Lane at Ole Miss than Jackson State and Deion because of kind of where he is and what's in front of him. But if you're an Ole Miss fan, if you're a Jackson State fan, the next month should be the happiest month of your life because you should be enjoying every single second of having the best coach you could possibly have be on your campus. It can't get any better than it is right now in Jackson and in Oxford.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. All right, prize wheel.
Let's do it.
We need you to go to YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports, or Facebook, search the Out of Bounds Show, and just comment. In fact, you can give us a thumbs up emoji. I never thought that topic would have the legs that I have people mentioning it to me. The thumbs up, and whether or not that's a FU.
Yeah.
Or,
it's a great
somebody texted us this morning.
Yeah.
We've received, I don't know how many texts. Somebody at like 6:20 this morning.
Yeah.
We weren't even on.
It was the Power Hour.
Power Hour.
Which you got to be locked into Tuesday through Friday.
You do. This is what your wife. Yeah. So this listener said, it's a big FU. It's like being a smartass. The thumbs up emoji is what your wife uses when she's mad at you.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
So, we've been going back and forth. Some people said no way. Some people agreed. But the whole thumbs up emoji, is it passive aggressive? Is it, but you can give us a thumbs up emoji, and that's how you enter to possibly win.
Yes.
On our YouTube page, search Out of Bounds Sports, or Facebook, search the Out of Bounds
We
Show.
had already had a lot of thumbs up emojis. Now we're getting more of them. So
love it.
That's exciting. Let's get a spin in. Let's spin for Will H. Oh, Will H. Will Harbor on the Facebook
Will
page.
H. Here we go.
Oh, big money's no whammies. Big money's no whammies.
Man, this thing's so cool.
Big money's no whammies. Autographed beer can for Will. Congrats, Will. You're a winner. You are a winner.
You just refuse to take that off. You know how much it bugs me.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem. You think everyone needs to win a prize. That's not how life works.
Oh,
Ask Brian Harson if everybody gets to win. It ain't like that. You know what I mean? Some people win, some people win. This is a great prize. An autographed beer can by Bo Bounds.
am I going to sign the Yingling bottle or something else?
Well,
Or
it's
a
got to
beer
be
can?
it's got to be an American beer today for National American
Okay,
Beer
well,
Day.
Yingling is American, but I've also got Coors Light
Dude,
and Miller Light over there. I've got Fertile
well,
Ground.
I was about to say we might need to do a Fertile Ground beer can in honor of us going to Fertile Ground tomorrow.
All right, I'll
You'll drink one of the Fertile Ground
I will,
beers.
or at least a half of the lager or the Pilsner,
Absolutely.
and we'll do that.
I like that.
We're
Congrats, Will H. You won an Out of Bounds autographed beer can. That's valuable.
It really is.
I mean, your autograph on a Fertile Ground beer can.
man,
Roland on the YouTube page, search Out of Bounds Sports if you want to be involved. If you want to get a spin to win, we have awesome prizes and fun joke prizes on there as well. Roland says, "Stop hating on Auburn. Stop hating on Auburn. We ain't hating on Auburn, man. We're just telling the truth."
We'll be live from Fertile Ground Brewery in Belhaven, right by Veterans Memorial Stadium tomorrow from 10 a.m. to noon. And I'm excited about that. And Ashley Robinson, athletic director at Jackson State, who hired Deion Sanders, will join us at 11 a.m. live from Fertile Ground Brewery and the tap room, which is unbelievable in Belhaven. We want you to go this weekend or next week or whatever and enjoy it. They allow you to bring food in from all the amazing local restaurants that are close to Fertile Ground's tap room, and including Kiefer's, Elvy's, The Manship, Lou's Full Serve,
Ooh.
Finian's,
Ooh,
among others. So it's right by Corner Market Grocery Store right there in Belhaven where I grew up. We'll be there from 10 a.m. to noon. Have I ever done a show from Belhaven?
Yeah, you did one from the parking lot when you had your
That's right.
the parking
But
lot
an
of the Corner
official-
Market Grocery.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. Let's get a spin in for Patrick F. Patrick F. gave us a thumbs up on the YouTube page.
Thank you,
Search
Patrick.
Out of Bounds Sports, and you can get in to win.
YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. Here we go, Patrick. Let's see if you win something other than an autographed beer can. God help you and me.
I try to give away our stuff, but you're the spinner. You're my Vanna White. Oh, it was so close to being an autographed beer can again.
It's amazing that it still cracks you up the way it does.
Because it's hilarious.
Okay.
You know what's funny is people come pick them up. They come get them.
I know.
It's
I'm
incredible.
blown away.
It's incredible.
I mean, this is absolute nonsense. Should I sign that Matt Corral for Heisman bumper sticker?
Oh, should we give away we'll do that again when Ole Miss
we
wins
had
this week.
some more.
We gave a
somewhere.
bunch away.
I know. We kept having
Yeah.
Ole Miss people come in, and we would give them to
It was
her.
a fun ride while it lasted.
All
right.
Look,
Patrick got a spin again. For
he
those
was
not
great.
watching, Patrick landed on spin again. So we're spinning again for Patrick F. Come on, Patrick. Big money, no whammies.
Oh, God, this show is going in the tank.
He got an autographed bag of studio air.
By the way, I'm a fan.
Goodness gracious.
As Mike Leach says.
Why is there air?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Holy smokes. Autographed bag of studio air.
You can't get mad at me. You're the one spinning.
Oh, I love how you throw it on me.
You got to spin it better.
All right, go to YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. That's our YouTube page. We would love for you to subscribe. Go to Facebook, a little different. It's search the Out of Bounds Show. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're having fun here on a Thursday. We're going to be live from Fertile Ground Brewery and their tap room in Belhaven tomorrow, 10 a.m. to noon. Ashley Robinson, athletic director, Jackson State, will join us at 11 a.m. We're going to have fun. We'll talk about all their beers, everything they're going to be doing this weekend for college game day, college football, NFL, and Halloween. Okay, so there's a lot going on at the Fertile Ground tap room. Blake's going to make me drink a beer for lunch so I can autograph it.
Thomas J. asked, does Fertile Ground have an Oktoberfest? Yeah, they do, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Fertile Ground Oktoberfest.
We have
it on
Fertile-
tap.
Yeah. I'll take another picture of it. Actually, I'm going to I'll send it out on Twitter and Instagram. The tap is really good looking, But we have 4 taps in studio right now. One of them is Fertile Ground Oktoberfest, Dos Equis, which is a sponsor of college football.
That's right.
Miller Lite, which is a sponsor of the Saints, and Coors Light, which Herb Street's tied to, but is also tied to Jackson State. So our our game day discussion around Jackson State is brought to you by Coors Light, keeping Mississippi chill on American Beer Day.
Yes,
Ready?
and we're keeping it chilling here. Someone said maybe you should spin the wheel the opposite direction, see if it'll hit something. Let's spin one for Brian V. Brian V on the Facebook page is going to get a spin.
Brian V.
Brian V.
All right, buddy.
Let's do it. Someone on YouTube wants to come cook us Juicy Lucy burgers.
In.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to do it.
Yeah.
A B3 gift card for Brian Van Landingham. Good job, B.
Oh, man, that's a win. That's a win. You've got the Dirty Bird wrap and Burgers,
just-
Blues, and Barbecue.
We were there Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got all kinds of yummy burgers. They do have Dos Equis, which is awesome. And their onion rings are great. Their pulled pork and pulled chicken is amazing. That's Burgers, Blues, and Barbecue in Madison and Jackson. B3, baby. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool.
I love
So,
this.
As far as which bet are you more confident in?
Ooh. All right, hold on.
With the way the line is landing, which bet are you more confident in? Ole Miss at A&M, -2.5. Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what you gave me earlier? Or
Yeah,
was it
-2, but yeah.
Okay, -2.
Either way, 3 wins.
Or Arkansas at Auburn, -3.5.
Arkansas at Auburn, and it's all about the team they play.
Okay.
It's not about the team. I have equal faith in Ole Miss and Arkansas to be who they are. I have much less equal faith in A&M and Auburn.
Got it.
Auburn, listen, A&M's a dumpster fire. The only reason Auburn isn't the hottest story in the SEC is because of what Jimbo is doing at A&M, because Jimbo's a bigger name, and he also picked a fight.
That's true.
He picked a fight with Ole Miss and Alabama over the offseason, right? So Jimbo is stealing the thunder, the spotlight. If Jimbo wasn't doing what they're doing, if they were like 5-2, respectable but not like dominant, the storyline would be Brian Harsin and what end zone does he get left in when they lose by 60.
Yeah.
That would be the storyline.
Arkansas is going to
They are getting dragged across. Arkansas can run the ball like Ole Miss can do it. They will run all over Auburn. All over Auburn.
All right, flip side. Lane Train is not he continues to take shots at Jimbo Fisher. Yesterday, they asked Lane Kiffin about losing DJ Durkin when he was being courted by the Aggies, and Lane's quote was, "We got outbid." Kind of common theme with that program, he said of the Aggies. How about that?
It's really despicable.
Yeah.
Clown acts.
So, Lane, no love lost there between Lane Kiffin and Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo got mad at him earlier in the year. You want to drop that again?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. After Lane mentioned NIL and Texas A&M in February, Jimbo Fisher threw one of his first fits of the year, and this is what he had to say.
And we got writers who have said it and done it off sliced bread. A guy named Slice who made it up. Love to see who sliced bread is and put it out there with sliced bread. Let me find out where it comes from. And then to have coaches in our league and across this league to say it, clown acts. All right? Irresponsible as hell. Multiple coaches in our league. And the guys griping about NIL, griping about transfer portal, using it the most and bragging about it the most. That's the ironic part. You want character? I'll take it with any of y'all. It's a joke. It does piss me off.
Just a bad word.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know why I love that Lane's poking the bear? Because Lane knows he can go up there and win.
Yep.
You notice he didn't do that to LSU, by the way.
No. He's not dumb. He's already watched the tape, the film, and he understood he was in for a real rough ride, and if they were able to win, it would have been, kind of somewhat Herculean.
Especially if he knew Zach Evans was out, which he probably did more than we did, obviously.
No question.
So, yeah, Lane
I
knows
agree.
he can go win that game. That's why he's willing to say what he's saying.
Yeah.
You're right. Lane is not the coach who runs his mouth all the time. If you pay attention, Lane picks
He's
and
very
chooses.
strategic.
Yep.
And when
Yep.
he does,
And what he says.
and look, he's been brash with Mississippi State because
Because he can be.
he looks at the team in the film and he's like, we're gonna win.
It's why you said earlier in the show, and we have the poll on the Twitter, @BoBounds, if you want to answer the poll question. It's pinned to the top, @BoBounds on Twitter. Who is the best college football coach in Mississippi history? We're about an hour in, 100 votes already. We have Lane Kiffin, Dan Mullen, W.C. Gordon, and Jeff Bauer. Some people already typed in Johnny Vaught as well, but right now the leading man, Dan Mullen, with 37% of the vote.
Okay.
Jeff Bauer, 27%. Lane Kiffin, 25%.
Whoa. Lane Train.
Third place. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, it was Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross were on the
Yes.
sidelines this weekend for Jackson State.
Yeah.
Dion, Coach Prime, to you, will have 10, 20, 30 celebrities this weekend
They had,
on the sideline.
it was homecoming. They had rapper Yella Beezy perform for homecoming as well.
Cool.
So I know you don't know who that is,
I don't.
but that's fine.
But
Roland,
I know who Snoop is.
That's right. Roland on the YouTube page, Bowbound, or search the Out of Bounds show, Out of Bounds Sports on YouTube. Roland says, spin the wheel for me, Vanna.
All right, here
So
we go.
Roland needs a spin.
Vanna White
Yeah.
is still gorgeous at like 60-something years old.
Oh, a B3 gift card.
That's
you have
still-
a tendency of landing on the same.
I don't know. I don't know how that whole
I don't either.
algorithm or whatever. I don't know.
You must spin with the same exact force, right? And so you're just landing it. Oh, a little different. That wasn't as clean a spin either, but it did land somewhere different. Shout out to
It was autographed beer can. It could have been somebody could have won a night at the Golden Moon Casino.
oh, and there's a round at Dancing Rabbit on there.
That's right. Are we done, or you want to get one
we
more?
can do one more.
All right, let's do it.
Resdog said.
You want me to do it the other way?
No, I don't care. I was just messing with you. Resdog says, did Kiffin ever get his popcorn ready or nah?
All right,
oh,
you ready?
man. Yeah, let's do one for White Denzel. He's been wanting to win
Okay.
for a while. White Denzel. Big spin, no whammies. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know. I did it a different way.
You hammered that one. That thing's shaking.
What is? I don't even.
Clown axe.
That's what White Denzel won. I just play that.
Oh man. Oh.
Clown axe.
Oh, man.
We'll
Look,
still give him something.
everybody gets a little prize pack. We'll take care of everybody.
Okay.
We'll take care of everybody. Look, Patrick said, thanks for my bag of air. I'm excited I won something.
Oh goodness.
Should Lane Kiffin wear a clown mask to his postgame presser if
Yes.
he beats Jimbo? It's Halloween.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
That would be awesome. The Out of Bounds show is brought to you by, speaking of game day, Boar's Head, premium meats, cheeses, and hummus. Boar's Head, compromise elsewhere. You know you can put together an amazing Boar's Head charcuterie board, Boar's Head pizza, Boar's Head game day sliders. And you can find the best selection of Boar's Head at any of the corner market grocery stores in the state of Mississippi. Over 23 of them, including the new one in Macomb, Mississippi. And there's one coming to Stark Vegas, Mississippi, which is good too. Boar's Head, 5th generation owned, 1905 in America. It's incredible. Boar's Head premium meats, cheeses, and hummus. You can find the best selection of Boar's Head at any of the 23-plus corner market grocery stores in the state of Mississippi. Have a great day. Don't forget, go to Apple Podcasts. Search the Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds.